made several years ago, still use this as just our demo light bar to show people what the capabilities are. This light bar is actually able to control traffic lights, which is actually pretty impressive for the size. Now, mind you, a lot of it's wiring. The actual only part that is, turn that off, only part that's actually the circuit board and control is actually inside of here, inside of a potting compound that I made, put a little label on it. As you can see a little bit, maybe you can't, you can see it's shiny, but there's a potting compound in there, and the box was too small and I didn't want to have a custom box made. But anyway, this light bar actually shows, I guess shows what I was talking about. And as you can see, that is actually brighter than any light bar that's actually on the street, and it's only 3 by 3. It's the way I drive the LEDs, and also not only that, you can put this right next to a law enforcement radio, and it will not trigger their radio. Unlike current light bars that are out there, the way the flash patterns are set, they actually mess with their radios and provide a like a noise to it. My light bar does not do that. With my electronic background in audio and in electronics in general, I was able to suppress all noise coming from this, so it does not affect the noise output to a radio. So inside of the cruiser, if they're trying to talk, on some other LED light bars, you can actually hear the clicking over the person talking. On mine, you can't, even if you put it right up to the radio. This is the battery pack that runs it. This will also run on a 9-volt battery. As you can see, it is actually small. The actual light bar itself is actually that small. It is as open as I can be, just show people how small and like the little capabilities of it. Obviously, on our sailed units, they get put inside of a fancier box and whatnot. But for demo, I want people to be able to see it. I want to be able to take things apart and actually show people. But as you can also see, this has got a different flash pattern throughout it. So it not only changes the flash pattern to go through a cycle to grab more attention, but within that, it's also doing what is called pre-emptive emitting, which is notifying traffic lights that this vehicle is coming down. And not only that, this circuit design that I have in here is able to emit a specific code. So that way the traffic light knows what unit, what light bar, what vehicle actually triggered it, and then so they can have a reference of it. That's another pretty, if you don't know light bars, you're not going to understand, all this and how amazing that is to have this in such a small package. But if you go to any other manufacturer's light bar and take a gander at their light bar and what their options are, you will not find any other light bar this small that has the noise suppression, the LED driver, the flasher, and the preemptive emitter in this size, and especially for the price. This unit from our competitor is about $300 without the features that we have in it. Ours is less than that, and ours has more features. And as you can tell, it is actually blinding me and the camera. So this should give you a little bit more skill. And we just use phone jacks on this so that people can see, that we can take it apart, show people. That's what it is. But again, on sailed units, it gets put in a really nice package, and it doesn't interfere. Also, it doesn't interfere with airbags or anything like that as far as how small they are. Again, you will not find another light bar out there by any other manufacturer that is as bright as this one, or any of the other series that we design, or even our flashlights. Even though they might use the same LEDs as us, we know how to drive the LEDs at a higher level without hindering life. And I'm not going to go into detail on that because that is internal proprietary information for my company. But as you can tell, not only that, this specific light bar was actually made in 2004 when I made the rest of them, and it still lasted this long with actually being abused. It's smashing it down, as you can see. I shouldn't really do that with this battery because it's a lithium polymer battery technology, which does not like impact. But I don't know. I think that's more of a gimmick to slam LEDs down because they're pretty reliable. But my circuitry in here, and we've actually been offered by other people to, not on any specifics, but they would actually want all of my technologies for NDA reasons. I'm not going into that, but we decided not to because we're in it for the customer and we're in it for the long haul. But again, you can tell very easily that this is a mini light bar that actually controls preemptive emitting, which is not found in any mini light bar out there at all. It's primarily sold as a secondary option for a couple $1,000s, and I'm not joking when I say that. You can actually look it up. It's a pretty cool light bar. So thanks again, and be safe for watching this. Again, only people that can watch this are people that have gotten the exact link. Thanks again. Bye bye.